So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to submit an assignment on Canvas. As you can see, I've already clicked on the assignments. I'm in the assignments for the subject, and I have my assignment title right here called Sample Question. Now, I'm going to be sure that I actually read the directions first, and you're going to notice in the beginning, your teachers are going to be very good about putting a lot of directions. It may seem overwhelming to you, but it's just so you understand how to do all the proper steps. So it tells me the first thing I need to do is click here for your assignment. So I'm going to click here for the assignment, and I can see that it's opening up a Google Drive right now document, and this is going to be part of your assignment, probably more than likely most of the time, is you'll have something that actually opens up and it asks you to make a copy. And you can see here our directions say, when the document opens up, click Make a Copy. So I'm going to click Make a Copy, and it's just loading. And you can see that it automatically makes the title of our document Copy of Sample Question. So I'm going to go ahead and see what my next step is. It says click the folder icon that is shown in the yellow circle. So I'm going to click this folder that I'm going to see. Okay, so I found it right there. And it says move, because what we're going to do is move the document. Now let's see where my teacher wants me to move it. Move the document to the folder ELA Quarter 1, 817 to 823. Then click Move Here. So I'm going to click my folders. So I'm at my drive. I'm going to click Demo Folder because this is where I'm using to show all my videos. So this is what yours should look like. You should see these folders. I'm going to click ELA Quarter 1, 817 to 823, and then I'm going to move here. And you guys will understand why we're keeping these organized when we're done with the assignment. The next step, answer the question in the document. Be sure to check your spelling, punctuation, and to reread what you have typed. Okay, so now we're going to actually do the assignment. Directions, explain why the chicken crossed the road. Be sure to use evidence from the text to support your response. And then it says to start typing here. We are going to delete the start typing here part because we don't need that. And I'm going to go ahead and start to answer this question and pretend I read a book about a chicken crossing the road. Okay, so I went ahead and I typed my answer, and I'm going to go ahead and reread it. The chicken crossed the road in order to get to the other side. On page 2 of the book, it explains that there was some watermelon across the street that he wanted to eat. It also mentioned that he was very hungry. Based on that evidence, I know that he crossed the street to get to the other side in order to eat watermelon. So I reread it, and it makes sense to me. I noticed I used capital letters, and I used periods. I do see this little red squiggly line, which usually means I spelled something wrong. So if I go ahead and click on it, oh, that's how I spell eat. I put way too many T's at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and it fixed it. So anytime you see these red squiggly lines on there, that means something's probably misspelled, and you should click on it to see what it suggests. Now, if it's not giving you any suggestions, there's a couple different things. It might be a name that the document doesn't know how to spell correctly, or it could be the case that you've spelled the word wrong and it doesn't know what you're trying to say. And if that's the case, you need to try to figure out how to spell the word. So I'm very confident. I think this looks like a good answer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back to my directions to see what to do. Step 5. Once you have finished, come back to the assignment and click Submit Assignment in the upper right-hand corner. Okay, so I'm going to come up top. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click Submit Assignment. Now, let's look at the next step. Select Google Doc at the bottom. Okay, so right here you see File Upload. We don't want that. We have Google Doc. This is what we want. We don't want Dropbox and we don't want Google Drive. We want Google Doc because that's what my directions are telling me to click. So I click that. And then you're going to see Authorize Google Doc Drive Access. You are only going to see this one time. After you guys do this for your first assignment, you won't see this anymore. It'll automatically connect to your assignments. So I'm going to click it for the first time. I'm going to click leave. And then you're going to go ahead and you are going to click your email address. And then it says this will allow Canvas to, and then see, create, and delete all of your Google Drive files. Basically, this means they can see what's in your Google Drive. So you're going to say yes, allow. Okay, so now we've added our Google Drive successfully. Remember, you just have to do this one time and then this step won't be there again. So we already clicked our email address and we clicked allow. Step 8, your folders will pop up. Click on the correct folder for the assignment. Now it told us up here, we put our document in the ELA Quarter 1 folder, 817 to 823. So all we have to do next is find that folder. So we want to go down here and we want to try to find our folder, and I have lots of folders. So here we go, 817 to 823. So you can see the folder is right at the very top. It's actually one of the last folders I used. So that's why it's there. So it'll probably more than likely be at the very top, but you see my folder. The folder doesn't say ELA, it doesn't say Quarter 1, but it has that week. So if you see that week, you can click on it. And if this doesn't say the assignment you want, don't click it. So make sure this is the name of the assignment, copy of sample question, and that's what it's called, copy of sample question. And your teachers will give these very specific names, so you'll be able to know what it is. We'll probably include a date on there or something like that. So you can go ahead and click this, and then it says click Submit Assignment. And then we click Submit Assignment. So now it's going to go ahead and everything that you had in this document, it's going to put in there for your teacher. Now over here to the right, you will actually see that you're done. It says Submitted, and it tells you the date you submitted it, the time you submitted it. And then you can click over here, Submission Details, and it'll actually show you what you submitted. So you could actually click on that link, but it'll already be here on your Google Drive. You can add a comment if you want to tell your teacher a comment. If you need to resubmit the assignment, this might not always be there, but your teacher might allow it. So say you made a mistake and you uploaded the wrong document and you emailed your teacher, they might say, okay, go back in and resubmit it. And then you could come back and you could click this button, because remember, re is a prefix, it means to do something again. So you're going to go ahead and submit an assignment again. So if you made a mistake, you need to redo something, you would come back here and click this. All right, and that is everything you need to know about submitting an assignment.